Good evening, folks. Do they celebrate Christmas on Zeta Reticuli? Hello, everybody. Dr. Freedom here with you. Times I'm Dr. News from in and around the universe. It may or may not affect you on a strange, weird, psychological, soul to America level. Now, a lot of weirdness going on regarding, Doctor Who magazine, which is due out tomorrow. They held on to the cover to the last minute, and I'm like, we've already seen this outfit in the trailers. What was so spoilery about it? That it had to be withheld to the last minute. I don't get it. What's going on over there? Also, here's another image from inside Doctor Who magazine, which is available for digital preview now, or digital download, or you can get it on your stands tomorrow. There's another, full-on shot. And remember, this outfit is allegedly temporary. This is kind of something I would like to have seen her running around in the whole series, to be honest with you. But apparently this is only for Spyfall Part 1 and 2, which, by the way, are the official titles, which is Spyfall Part 1 and Spyfall Part 2. Why is this surprising people? I don't know. It's like, sheesh, it just drives me crazy. And there's another, oh no, she's doing the scrunch. People are dying. Oh, goodness gracious. So back to the beginning. Now let's move forward here. Now, they've brought up a good point here. This has been going around for a little while, and I've discussed this a little while back. Tosin Cole was just at, Chicago TARDIS here in America. Now he's going to be at Gallifrey 1 in L.A. in February. London Comic-Con, at the last week of February, going into March 1st. He's going to be in Nottingham on May the 2nd to the 3rd. Now, does this mean that Tosin, the character of Ryan, is gone? Because if they're going to start filming in the spring, he's going to be kind of busy, isn't he? So it's a very good point to think about, maybe the character of Ryan is going away. Don't know. We'll find out. Now, here are the free digital previews for the upcoming Doctor Who magazine. If you want to go take a look at these, these links will be down in the description box as usual. But here's a couple you may want to take a close look at. For one, here's Chibnall, one of the most hated men on the planet, because he dared break tradition and do something different. Imagine, how they were looking at the guys back in the 70s who not only put Doctor Who in color, but stranded him on Earth. Oh, goodness gracious. But the key thing here is this. This is the new set of stairs that he's sitting on that has been added to the interior. Also, apparently there's been some changes to the interior, especially lighting, thank goodness, because it was way too dark in there, for the new TARDIS set. And this is a doorway that apparently leads further into the TARDIS interior. And this is something we've been wanting to see for a while, because then it opens up the possibilities of, there's going to be more rooms seen, hopefully someday soon, Okay, here's this little article here with, Tosin Cole. And now we're going to move on. Okay. Spyfall Parts 1 and 2, you got some new information here. Remember, if you do not want to be spoiled, the door is that way. I don't want to hear it. You've been warned before. Here's again. Okay, if you're going to do a spy thriller, you want to bring in gadgets, Chris Chibnall said. Spyfall is a story about technology as well. It's the rise of technology and our acceptance of technology, and it's obviously interesting territory for Doctor Who. Technology is outpacing us all at the moment, more so than ever before. I'm not sure we're all aware of what our technology can do, even though we're all happily wearing it. And there's a little bit here with Sir Lenny Henry. He goes, I was asked to do a Doctor Who to play a certain person called Daniel Barton, who's a tech genius. Now think Jeff Bezos or the Google guys. And we don't know what he is, but we know something ain't right about this guy. So it's going to be a fantastic Doctor Who on New Year's Day. Now filming, and it goes a bit here into the filming and all that. Now it says right here, Spyfall Part 1 is described in the magazine as ending in a jaw-dropping cliffhanger. So Spyfall Part 2, of course, has a different director, Lee Haven Jones. Why a different director? Quote, it's to do with which episodes we shot in South Africa, Chibnall explains. The second part of Spyfall. Oh God. You see, that's screwing me up because I want to say Skyfall. The second part of Spyfall has very different locations than the first, so we divided up the recording blocks accordingly. It was a logistical thing, but it had a great aesthetic knock-on. In other words, he wanted to screw up the fan so he didn't know what part was going in what episode. Just say it, you bastard. Okay. According to Haven Jones, Spyfall Part 2 was filmed at Howell School in Landolf and also at Tredegar House in Newport. So, here we go. But finally, they confirmed the other is Anja Mahindra. And we've been talking about that for weeks. Come on. So, little bits and bobs here and there for the New Year special. Okay, moving forward. According to this, Pandora's Box will be open. Now, in a brief interview with the Metro, when asked to describe Series 12, Jodie Whittaker's teased Pandora's Box will be open. Now, of course, I'm not going to go into the whole myth because you already know what it is. She says, in the trailer here that something's coming for me. I can feel it. There's also clues there where, companion Graham asks, "What have you brought here, Doctor?" And the Doctor answers, "I don't know." So it looks like there's some really, really weird stuff going on here. Here's a little bit with Jodie from SFX Magazine if you want to go check that out. Also, according to the Radio Times, the Timeless Child mystery could return in the new series. Now, what I don't like about the Radio Times is that magical word, could. You see, that opens up the door to making a nice, neat clickbait article, taking something that was, highly anticipated and talked about from the last series and saying, "Ha ha, it might come back." And they're trying to imply that it will. So here's the thing. As you remember the line, "Timeless child, we see what's hidden, even from yourself, the outcast, abandoned, and unknown." Now, as I've said before, there's somebody running around screaming that this is implying there was a previous incarnation or set of incarnations or a whole life cycle before Hartnell. And once again, we cannot confirm where that came from. As far as I know, it is bunk. Do not buy it. All right, Tom Baker on tricking priests, Jodie Whittaker, and smoking with Francis Bacon. Now, as you all know, Tom is quite a character. The only thing I don't like about this article is that it's in the Telegraph. And the Telegraph is going to try to make you pay money to watch this. Now, to read the rest of this. Now, what you can do is you can register, and like once or twice a month, you can, read the whole article. So if you want to read this whole interview with Tom, Tom's always amusing, Tom's always fun. I left it here for you to decide. I used to have a subscription to him, but then they started spamming my email box and all this stuff. It wasn't hardcore spamming like a few times a month I get a thing. Because I'm not paying to read an online frickin' newspaper. Lenny Henry teases his dream role in the New Year special. And once again, this is going on a bit about the other article. He goes, I think it was everybody's dream to be on Doctor Who. When you're a kid, you hid behind the sofa and watched the Daleks and watched William Hartnell. Everybody hid behind the sofa. So it's kind of nice to see Sir Lenny coming out, and he's talking more and more about this. He's very excited about it. Unlike some fans. And, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing in a minute. Okay, now, here's something it happened before I did my last news broadcast, but I was so, uptight that night. I had a lot going on. I forgot to mention that the Judoon invaded London. Well, Victoria Station. And it was really, really neat. They had a bunch of guys there, full-on Judoon equipment. They had an interactive, wall display up, in the train station, and it's some really cool stuff. Here's some of the videos, the pictures. That right there was the interactive wall display, which was really, really neat the way they set it up. So here's the Judoon full on, going out there and spreading some good cheer and cheering up some fans and having a good old time. So, okay, there we go. That's where he had to stand apparently to get in on it. All right, so here you go. Lots of good videos. If you haven't seen them before, go check them out. Okay, Doctor Who's Time Fracture, an immersive adventure. Now, this is in development by the BBC and will be launched in late 2020 in London. Now, the show, developed by BBC Studios and Immersive Everywhere, will give fans a chance to experience the Doctor's adventures. Now, from the team behind The Great Gatsby, the UK's longest-running immersive show, Time Fracture will premiere late 2020. How many times are they going to repeat that in the same damn article? at a London location to be announced. Promises to put you at the heart of the story, plunged into a journey across space and time, featuring amazingly realized worlds. The universe as we know it is at stake, of course. Audiences will discover a great challenge lies ahead, and that it's time to be a hero, step up and save the planet. So if you're into this kind of thing, keep your eye out for it. Here you go. All right, BBC Books are going to publish a new Target novel collection in July of next year. Now, they're expanding the Target range with 7 new titles in summer of 2020, some that fans have probably been expecting, and a few that should be a pleasant surprise. Now, here's the list of some of them, like, here we go, bam, bam, bam. All right, now, after the successful hardback publication of the Eric Sayward's long-awaited novelizations, Resurrection of the Daleks and Revelation of the Daleks, fans will finally be able to complete their Target collections with paperback editions. These will be accompanied by a Target edition of The Pirate Planet by James Goss, the first time that this Douglas Adams story has ever been published in the Target range, and a reissue of the Gary Russell's novelization, The TV Movie. Now, like I said, I love how people are always blaming America for how the TV movie was written and done. Gary Russell's a British author. Yeah. Okay, to complete the set, BBC Books will be publishing 3 new era novelizations. The Witchfinder is by Joya Wilkinson, the first 13th Doctor venture to be published on the Target list, Dalek by Rob Shearman, and The Crimson Horror by Mark Gatiss. So it's kind of nice to see they're continuing this little thing, that's been going on for like 1 billion years. But, hey, if you're a collector, there you go. All right, lastly, and sadly for today, we found out that Wendy Williams has passed away at the age of 84. Now, a lot of you people out there will remember her from the classic episode, The Ark in Space, 4th Doctor Adventure, one of the monumental ones of that time. And she played the character of Vira. So it's sad to hear that she has passed at the age of 84. Like I said, it's been a really sad week. We lost DC Fontana a little bit ago. We lost Rene Auberjois. And there's a guy I knew going all the way back to Benson. I even went to a con with him. I had the con shirt, and I wish to gosh I'd kept it. But, I got lost over time, as many things do. So it's sad to hear that, yes, Wendy Williams has left us. Well, once again, folks, Series 12 is just around the corner. And it's gotten worse. And not, in fact, of Doctor Who. I mean, as in some of the fandom, as you loosely want to call them. All I can say is this. Do what I do. Ignore them. Don't let people influence your opinion. Peer pressure is a pain in the rear. Groupthink is your enemy. If you enjoy something, don't be afraid to say you enjoyed it. If somebody attacks you online, block them. Sheesh, I had somebody going on and on and on. My favorite one this week was, get ready for this. Oh, the major plot holes in Series 11 were big enough to drive a truck through. And I'm like, and that didn't happen in the Moffat era? And I even said there's been plot holes in every Doctor Who adventure if you look for them, going all the way back to 1963. Well, I bet you can't name them. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? You expect me to sit here and waste my time naming every major plot hole and nitpicking every episode of Doctor Who going back 56 years. At that point, there was no way this guy was going to listen to reason. I turned off commenting and I blocked him. It's just, I don't believe in hanging around with negative people. I don't listen to negative people. If people start getting negative on you, your best bet is keep your chin held high and move forward. Don't let people influence your beliefs. Don't give up your solid opinion on something because you want to sit at the big kids table or the cool kids table. Oh, well, folks, I'm done lecturing you on peer pressure. So please take care of yourselves. Have a great week and good night.